Okay, I'm going to do a short video on exponents and parentheses. And then you will turn this paper in, and I'll explain what I mean. You'll be writing these down as I do them, and then you'll be doing this one on your own, and then turning this paper in for me to grade. So make sure you put your name here. Everyone, right now, put your name right there, right now. So we're going to talk about exponents and parentheses. And then we're going to talk about exponents and substituting with parentheses, okay? We need to follow order of operations. Again, I can't say it enough. PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. Okay, so here I have an exponent on the outside. Here I have an exponent on the inside. Let's start with exponent on the outside. So my first job is to underline what's inside the parenthesis. Notice I have no exponents inside there, so I just complete this. So this is 6. Now I bring down my exponent. So it's 6 to the second power, which means 6 times 6. I'm going to put this real little right here. That's what that means. So that's 36. And you're done. Okay, so now you try this one. See how it goes. Okay, when you have an exponent on the inside, notice this was outside the parentheses. This is inside. So I look inside and I have to follow order of operations inside the parentheses. First thing I have is 3 to the second power. Remember, that means 3 times 3. So it's 9. I rewrite it. Okay, if I want, I could put those there just to say, okay, did I complete those? Because first I did my exponent. Now I'm finishing what's inside of the parentheses. Even though there's nothing out here, I'm focusing inside right now. 9 plus 5 is 14. And I'm finished. Okay, that's on the inside. So now you'll try this one. Follow the order of operations. Complete it. Remember to underline your step. Okay. All right, so now when you have inside and outside, so here I have an exponent in the parentheses and an exponent outside the parentheses. So remember, the first thing we focus on is what's going on inside the parentheses. So I have 2 to the third power plus 4. So I'm going to underline that, and that means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Bring down my plus 4 and my parentheses, and I need to bring this exponent down. I am still not done inside the parentheses. So I need to first complete this. 8 plus 4 is 12. Now I can bring this down to the third power. I've completed everything in there, and now it's to the third power. So this means 12 times 12 times 12. Well, I'm pretty smart, but I'm no genius. So I'm going to take my calculator, and I'm just going to go 12 times 12 times 12. And that comes out to 1,728. So I'm all finished. So now you try this one, okay, on your paper. Okay, that's parentheses just with numbers. Now we're going to try substituting with parentheses. Process is the same once we get the numbers in place. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, or division. Okay, we first substitute, solve. It's already written for you, so we can just go straight to the substitution. R to the third. This means R is going to equal 3. So I'm going to put my parenthesis, put my 3 in place of the R. That's this 3 to the third power plus 10. Put my parenthesis in. Okay, nothing outside here. So I'm going to complete what's in here according to order of operations. So 3 to the third power. That means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27, plus 10. So I'm still completing what's in here, 37. So when R is 3, this value is 37. Okay, so now you would try this one. Remember, you substitute, if we don't have to write it, we substitute and solve. You must show the substitution just like I did right there. I substituted. J is 5 here. Next one, okay? Notice this was all inside parentheses. Here I have this, which takes place later on. So the first thing I do is I look for my parentheses right here, okay? I'm going to substitute 4 times parenthesis 2. Remember, a letter next to a number, this is the coefficient, means to multiply. In this case, P is 5. So I put in P as 5 minus 3, and I rewrote it. Write and substitute. Okay? So next I'm going to solve, and I have to deal with my parentheses first. So inside the parentheses, order of operations tells me to do 2 times 5 first. I'm going to keep my parentheses until I'm done inside of the parentheses. I still had to subtract, so I'm bringing those down. This is all inside the parentheses still. 4 times 10 minus 3 is 7. Notice I dropped the parentheses because there's nothing else inside of there to do. Okay, I have no exponents here or anything like that. So now 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, so then you solve. Substitute and solve. P, when P is 5 in this, the value is 28. Okay. Next, I'm going to try this. I might want to add something. Okay. So next, I have this situation where I have a variable with an exponent. No exponent here, but now I have a variable with an exponent. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute. The value is 4. So that 4 takes the place of that S. So 96 stays the same, minus 3. This means times, but I have 4 to the second power plus 10. Notice I have my exponent here first. Even though this is multiplying, exponents come before multiplication or division. Next, my 96 is going to stay the same. I'm subtracting. I'm going to underline 4 squared because that is what I have to do first. That means 4 times 4 first. 16 plus 10. Okay, I'm still not done inside the parentheses. I did my exponent in there. Now I'm looking for multiplication or division, and that's right there. 96 minus 3 times 16, that equals 48, plus 10. Notice I'm still not done in there. Still not completed. Okay, so now I'm going to keep 96 minus 48 plus 10. Now, since this is the last thing I'm doing in there, I'm going to drop the parentheses now because I have nothing to do inside of there. 96 minus 58. I'm going to come over here, do a little long math since I don't want to hit the buttons. I like to keep my mind sharp. 16 minus 8 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 3. So my final answer is 38. Okay. So up here, you try this one. K is 6. Here, you try this one. B is 2. Remember, you substitute for the variable and then solve, and then you turn in this paper.